Hello ji, namaste, salam and a warm welcome from Jigisha. Today's video is all about stone painting. Here I have shared the basic information about rock painting that one must know before starting off. We will figure out answers to questions like where to get the stones from, what is the material required to make handmade stones, what should be the correct choice of paints, and most important, how to maintain our painted rocks. Finally, I have quickly mentioned the art supplies required for making your very own painted rocks. This is my little collection of art stones, and for each stone or set of stones I have used a different type of paint which I will be revealing one by one as the video proceeds. And if you are interested in knowing about one particular painted stone, then you can click on its start time to jump to that part of the video. You will find these timestamps in the description box and you are free to use them. And now let's start. Let me tell you that rock collecting can be as interesting as rock painting, and these are found in the countryside, on river banks in abundance. And stone collecting is great fun, especially if you are accompanied by your family and friends. However, if you don't want to collect stones, then you can go for ready-made ones, which are available in hobby shops, nurseries and aquarium shops. But do you know you can make your very own stones? Isn't that amazing? Some use POP for indoor stones, others use rapid set cement and wall putty for outdoor stones. But most of them use potter's plaster and gypsum. All you have to do is mix water in it to make a paste out of it and pour the slurry in these silicone molds, which are available in a variety of shapes, but the popular shapes with art stones are round and oval. And if you are lucky enough to grab some natural stones, don't forget to clean them in a tub of water to remove all the mud and dirt before starting to paint. I have uploaded a video to show how to prepare stones for painting. In that video, you'll get to see how to clean stones and prime them for painting. You can follow the link in the description box for that video. There's a variety of paints that can be used for rock painting. So coming to the paints that can be used on stones or rocks. Well, can you see these lovely paintings of coconut trees or palm trees? These are made by my students, and this one by me on a stone. We all have used oil paints. They have applied on canvas and I have applied it on stone. But let me tell you, oil colors take a long time to dry on canvas and even longer on stones. So you will have to keep them in sunlight for drying, and they will take few days to dry. I am in love with oil colors as these are buttery. They blend up easily and give a nice glossy finish to the paintings. But then either you have to wait for the paint to dry or use some medium to speed up the drying. One more point that I would like to highlight here is that oil paints easily get blended on canvas but need a little more effort on stones. So you'll have to practice to achieve a nice painted stone with oil colors. Oil paint tubes are available loose, so you can purchase some basic colors, practice, and if you like, then you can go for the complete set of oil colors. Instead, you can go for acrylic paints, which can prove to be an excellent choice for stone painting. Acrylic paints are versatile and these can be used on a variety of surfaces like wood, plastic and even stones. For painting these blue stones, I have used acrylic tube paints. Just like oil paints, acrylic tube paints are also available in two variants, students and artists. Student acrylic colors are affordable and artist colors are a bit costly, but both are thick and creamy, unlike the bottle acrylic colors. The third variant that is available is the heavy body acrylic colors, and these can be used for impasto or texture painting on stones. These are available single or in set of 12, that is a dozen shades. Coming to the maintenance of painted stones. Sealing a painted rocks with gloss or sealer is of utmost importance. One option is to use a coat of resin, which not just secures your rocks but also gives a nice thick glossy finishing. However, you need to master the art of applying resin before using it, and also you need to take certain precautions. One more easy option is to apply an even coat of clear or transparent nail paint to secure your stone paintings. However, this won't give as a thick coat as resin, so resin is the best solution for securing and maintaining our painted stones, whereas nail paint is a temporary or a cheaper one. Aha! I got these fresh flowers from my garden balcony, and aren't they just wow? Well, painting blossoms is my all-time favorite theme, and I have painted many of these on canvas. But you know what? I have also tried my hands on stones and painted this magenta flower. Actually, it's a pair where I have painted a flower and a butterfly on another stone. Aren't these adorable? Alright, here I would like to add to your information that the base coat is given in metallic acrylic paints that are available in bottles. From this cute set of 4 metallic shades: silver, bronze, gold and copper. If you are using bottle paint, make sure you give 2 coats for a better look, as acrylic paints that are available in bottles are fluid or of thin consistency. Now for this pair of art stones, I have given silver base coat using artist metallic acrylic paint from tubes. Tube paint is thicker than the bottle paints. It is rich and creamy, and even a single coat is enough. So you can give 1 coat of a base color to these stones and then decorate them with rhinestones or kundan, which come in a plethora of shapes, sizes and colors. And for painting the flower and the butterfly, I have used the regular acrylic paints that are available in bottles. Before going to the next subtopic, here I would like to share a nice painting of flowers made by one of my students. This is another artwork with clay, which one of my students is still working. Now, because of the lockdown, they are not able to come to my class, so this is incomplete. And this one is a finished artwork of flowers made with clay by another student of mine. All these painting tutorials are available on my channel, and if you are interested, please go to the playlist to watch all these videos, or you can also click on the links in the description box. Finally, the last and the best art stone of mine is the one with a decorative peacock feather. That painting above me is one of my finest creations, and this one is no less. Well, can you see this shimmer which has been achieved using glitter glue or liquid embroidery in addition to the outliner which comes in the glass color kit? And I have filled these shapes with glass colors, and surprisingly it has come out so well. Now glass colors are available again in two variants: water-based glass colors and solvent-based glass colors. And I would like to suggest you guys to use solvent-based glass colors to make a waterproof artwork. Well, we are towards the end of the video. I enjoyed making it. Hope you people enjoyed watching it. If so, please give a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such informative and interesting videos. Finally, coming to the tools that can be used for painting on stones, especially if you paint a mandala, you need dotting tools. Apart from that, we need brushes like round brush, liner brush, filbert brush, etc. You can also use earbuds as well as toothpicks. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Goodbye and take care.